These are two Antminer S9 13.5 terahash a second SHA-256 miners, currently running on solo CK pool. So I'm solo mining Bitcoin right now. But I just wanted to illustrate to everyone that there is another option for this old equipment. You can take them, repurpose them, refurbish them, put quieter fans on them, and get decent performance out of them, as well as something that's tolerable to the ear. Also, could make little mini space heaters out of them, but one of these I'm having an issue with. The one on the left, I'm having an issue where, well, both of these I purchased from someone, or different people rather, on eBay, and took a chance, took a gamble. That was my fault. I should have went with a trusted source, but anyway, it is what it is. Each of them had bad control boards. The one on the left not only had a bad control board, but also has a bad hash board. So I'm only able to communicate with two of the hash boards. I keep getting errors like crazy, so I just unplugged it. And running Brains operating system firmware within it, so that way I can then fine-tune it to where I want. So with this, with each unit, the fans were replaced with the Phanteks T30-120. So they sell a 3-pack at NewEgg, on Amazon and eBay. You have NewEgg as a main seller there. But the Phanteks T30, instead of a 25mm fan, that extra 5mm of fan surface area gives you much more velocity, more airflow. Overall, a much easier running unit. Temperatures are super stable, super cool, and just moves a lot more air, and it cuts through the air, like I said, that in a way that is much more pleasant to the ear. Now these I have underclocked. Like I said, the one on the left I'm going to be turning off and decommissioning. I've got 4 other S9s on the way, actually, and I've got everything to build them out. But so the one on the left I'll have good parts left over for anything else, any of the other 4 that are on their way. So anyway, BrainsOS, right? So I'm just doing this by my cell phone, so bear with me. So this unit, this is one that I've got at 573 watts. I just put the maximum at 700 watts, and it auto-tunes it to 573 watts, 5.44 terahash, and my temperatures are 52 degrees Celsius. So pretty good. Let's see. Now on each board, you'll see I'm running 1.82, but realized I'm, real hash rate. What the blockchain is actually seeing is 1.81, 1.8. So I cranked up the voltage. The temperatures on the boards are super low. All 63 ASICs on each board are communicating. So minimal error hash rate. So But the issue seems to be this other one. So with this one here, I have now, well, let me go here. Here you'll see that I've actually unplugged board 6. So board 6, board 7 and 8 tested good, but however it keeps bouncing around during this auto tune quite a bit. I don't know if I should just leave it play, you know, just let it run all night and check on it in the morning. But yeah, gone back through and changed a few different things. Same thing, my chip temps are 52 degrees Celsius, all 63 ASICs communicating. So again, low error hash rate. But this, during the auto tune, it's trying to find, like, you know, my highest terahash per second, and then to tune it. Now I just put a max power limit at 450 watts in the firmware software, and it figured out, it's calculating, it's running now, the tuner is running at 277 watts. Now mind you, I've got one board completely unplugged, so that's 3 plugs from the power supply unit unused, and on one of the boards, and then each of the ribbon cables I have just unplugged as well, so that way it doesn't even try to communicate with it. So anyway, this has got to keep running and running and running. It is now 12:45. They say an average of 10 minutes, but this has been going a good 30 minutes. So I'm going to let it go a little bit longer, see how this works out. If not, I'm going to decrease my power limit, because on this unit, I actually began at 700 watts, then down to 675, and decreasing every 25 watts. Now I'm down to 450, and I'm recording my numbers. 500 watts, I was getting 2.4 terahash. So, with a 500 power watt limit. However, it was only reading like 312 watts or whatever, something like that. I mean, it wasn't anywhere close to the power level that I put. So we're gonna keep going with this, and we're gonna see how many watts to where these numbers will equal out over time and not be bouncing around as violently as they are. So I keep going from gigahash to terahash. So anyway, I guess let me show, this is the box that they come in, the Phanteks T30. So I got a 3-pack of them. So these are not LEDs. These are strictly the fans, not RGB fans. Well, alright. Comes with all kinds of extra bolts and whatnot. I did not use that because the thickness, the actual thickness of these is different than the stock fans. So what I did was I took the stock fan screws, I went and I matched them up, and then I measured the amount that it goes through, and I went and I got that. So I might have a extra one here to show y'all what I did. Now with this, I don't know if it'll zoom in to show, but this, it has like 3 different switches on the side of the motor here for your RPMs for this Phanteks. But y'all do some research on this. These are the quietest fans in a 120 millimeter but they're 30 millimeter thick, not 25 millimeter thick. And plug right in, and a lot less quiet, or a lot more quiet. But anyway, that's where we're at. Got two old S9s. One of them giving me fits. Really, it's more target practice at this point. I mean, this unit is just... I've got some good parts on it, so I'm gonna keep it at that. So, but anyway, the average should be this other one. The average should be 5.5 terahash at 573 watts. So with two of them, I should be at, what, 11 terahash? So, but anyway, just quick little update. Wanted to share with y'all the Bitmain Antminer S9s, 13.5 terahash. This is two of them running, but only one of them is hashing decent. So anyway, y'all be cool. Later.